Warm blessings, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me now. Coming in, Juju Chi. Today is Freeing Friday with Master Shaman Palai Chi on Karma Talk. Deciding if I should wear my hat here, my thinking cap. Chat with me here on the side, Juju Chi. It's been a bit of a crazy day today, as you can see. Crazy good day. Thank you, Mary. She says, love your look. Thank you so much for that compliment. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you guys that are with me right now and watching. We're going to do talk about karma and mong hai lo lu hatia game ba, okay? Game ba na yarachi. Or game ba na, when does it show up? When does karma show up? Who is more likely to have more karma and who is more likely to not have karma? At least a percentage of it, right? So talking about that today. So come on in and check in with me if you guys are here. Type in the live chat, Juju Chi, hashtag Juju Chi. If this is your first time with me, anybody can chime in on this live here today. I know that last time we had just subscribers were able to do it, but this time anybody can talk and can, sorry, I'm being thrown off by my live chat. Okay, so Mary Thaw says, hi Chi, yay, YouTube alarm worked. Yes, we can hear. So good. All right, so my brain is coming back from into this Freeing Friday live today with you guys from all these things that has been going on in the world, things planetary wise that I have to deal with, certain different issues or karmic things and trauma things that we are dealing with helping everybody else, whoever is coming to me for that help. Coming up with different projects that I need to be getting on and doing as well. And in the future here, hopefully you guys can see some new things flowing out from myself. And I'll talk about that more on the live chats as we go forward into springtime. And we are in March, yay, right? So we're coming into, our good springtime. Things are starting to go into fruition. Whether things are happening in the world or not, you are still entitled to your own life control. So what does that mean? That means that yes, karma can come in. There can be karma that has been in your past lives and all other lifetimes before, but this lifetime you do have some control, right? As much as you can to remove or release that karma, to remove or release the trauma that you maybe have been through in this lifetime as well, or other lifetimes. And sometimes when you go into a session with me, with most clients, they're like, well, what's the difference between karma and trauma? So karma are a series of consequences that happens to you in different lifetimes. And why do these consequences come? These consequences come because, number one, you maybe have done something, thought something, right? It's always in the thoughts, it's always in the mindset, and things that happen and things that root from your mind. So thoughts that come out. So whether it's your own thoughts or someone else's thoughts, right? And when I say someone else, that also means, is it a spirit entity somewhere? Usually it's always something negative that puts something into your head to think negative. Okay, so get that straight, because I'm here to inform the misinformed. Okay, so Anything that goes into your head from spirit, and this is not a good spirit, that would bring in a message or voice or anything to have you make or come up and create this thought that is negative, then that is a spirit or an entity, more like, right? It's a spirit body, like, but it's an entity as well. Okay. Entity meaning it's anything that is paranormal, anything that is intangible, that we cannot see, touch, and feel physically, right? So that's going to come in that way. Okay. And it's going to give the person negative thoughts, negative feelings, emotions will come back. Bad memories may come back. If you've been traumatized, that comes back into your head, right? And you start to feel this very negative vibe. Okay. So this is the negative entity coming in, bringing in these thoughts that are negative. Then it's the question of, do you decide to do it or to not do it? To take action negatively or to not take negative action? So that's upon yourself to decide. That's your free will. But what comes into your thoughts, what comes into your mind is sometimes uncontrollable, right? The other thing is where you can control it is where you can decipher. Is it negative or positive? And what is it telling me to do? Is it telling me to do something that is not going to give me good is going to give me good consequences or negative consequences, right? Positive or negative, always in that loop, okay? So positive or negative consequences, things that you do, your gestures, your thoughts, those things cause karma. Those things cause consequences. Even if you were to go somewhere and you just, let's say there's an older person crossing the street, you decide not to help the person, but you know that you could have helped the person, but you decided not to. Could there be a little bit of karma that can occur there in that situation? There can, right? There can. So your decision to do something to help, to do something in positive light, can help your karmic cycle to release karma, right? By little bits and pieces. But there is going to be consequences, big consequences, if you didn't do something that you could have done to help someone or yourself in a certain situation. Your decision is the main thing that will cause, right, this karma to occur. So I want to speak to my Hmong community. Game ba, ya ikho ke ya nyon de ka ke sa. Ya ka ke sa ha tia ya lin da ku pa ke ku o ke mu pa ke khana la ya tia ku ha ja lu jong sai. La ya tia za tia la o ku chi xia la o ku ma xia de shi ku yo ha ja lu jong zhou le ku yo ne na o za ke ka jong zhou le ku yo chi o za ke pay. Giờ hai đứa cú tờ trả sư để chỉ cú chỉ mua oa là hai đứa mua chè lên từ bể pay. Giờ hai đứa là tự oa trâu cú lỡ là tự rồi cú ya cho chơi cái kế cú hai đứa lù chỉ giống. Giờ hai đứa cho lù này nó giống cho họ lù giống này mua này bây giờ cho lù chỉ giống. Nhưng mà cho chơi rồi ít sao? Giờ hai đứa có chơi chỉ tao có được khen lỡ mà nó có tao hay cho lù lỡ cú chịu oa đi chạm bồ đi chạm cho có thế. Giờ hai đứa có chỉ tao xấu.แต่是giờ hai đứa ý là ý họ situation nhở là ý là chỉ có mỗi họ kể cho chuẩn thôi nên từ bỏ là ý họ kể cho chuẩn đó và giờ thì có lúc chỉ nên là lần là tù cho không nhiều sức bỏ là người trong nên tới chị ý họ kể bà nó nếu cứ cơ trong đời tôi nên sẽ kể xa thì có chỉ tao và khi đó chỉ tao hay là chỉ có xa tao ý lúc xưa phải là do thì lý hiệp là do thì sa ô phê cho ít thứ nên cho cái sa nó này nhở chỉ ta có cho mu ô kia nó có thể tệ lấy cho chu kia nó có thể tờ chỉ ta thì có yếu hại cho ít thứ tí nên giờ có hại là chỉ có chuyện phơi thâu không thì giờ là có ô giờ hai giờ phơi rồi có hai giờ đâu chăn đâu trở đi khỏi yếuต้องการnày giờ trở đi khỏi yếu like the need right chị mà nó giờ lên tới chị có sa có thứ sa thế có chỉ hình แต่สิเขาเก๋ก็ฉีนะแต่ส่วนนี้อีเขาเก๋ละจีอย่าอีตัวนี้ว่าละจีชก็แล้วก็สาหัสเดี๋ยวเราชก็ซื้อเลยชิตอว่าแล้วก็สาต่อต่ออยู่เก๋แล้วอย่าเดี๋ยวตัวนี้ยิ่งว่าชก็จะเที่ยวเลยแล้วนี่กูมั่วจะเก๋ช่วยนะแต่สิเจอแล้วว่าชชิชก็ยิ่งมั่วเขาอีจะใจอย่าเนื้อหาเดี๋ยวจะใจนะอย่าละจี it's the law of the universe right อีจะใจแล้วอย่าเดี๋ยว the laws that are physical laws that 係啲即係那主導俾係啲一啲估每一個幾ใจ咗個嚟，個每一個 entitlement 呀，係啲個要到冇係個冇自己認定個係輸到，但是個是是，佢要是自己到，個是晒自己到冇係，個是一自己哇係路配，個是自己那個大理個自己提。但你自己提那些猜到的个提的家个要海领导，个要我领导，但是个是啥子被动的哈，个要我自己陪母里的，我的我使用，但是个是啥的要领导电脑古正错，路能鸟古正我这些这吧，有时候你家着古当地呢，我哋古不一不能够凶，要古海条我就给陪条了要点利息了要点其中中的呢。你估到沙一隻幾皮皮輕，有你估到斜隻幾平咧，但係咕嚕嚕，我貼你嘅全膜幾百呢一隻幾你攞咗個你小弟攞咗個，這裡個隻幾次，這裡個隻幾個次到了一個次假木，我哋係 clear up。個次假木滿足，你要點木斜，你要點學斜天做那種嘅要木係個隻仔。ก็ยิ่งมั่วอีจะใจอีตัวนึงเนาะหนูมั่วนี่อีจะใจ okay so everybody has their own right and entitlement all right not that you think you have your right or you think that you may be entitled to something right but it is the universal entitlements or the universal rights of a human being so 这个吧呢你老里家你老周nếu lo trời li nó nếu trong này ít tu giả ra chi ya ít giả ra chi trong này ya bây giờ mình mua pizza thế cũng chỉ là hai giờ luôn nó tới đó chỉ nếu trong này ít giả ra chi và nếu nhỏ rồi ít học chơi trâu là ít học chơi chi trong ok nếu nhỏ rồi học chơi nếu nhỏ nữa nó okแต่是有咁會學嘅啥chi trong là ít học cái啥有cái cái chỉ cả mu only high clear up là cái chỉ cả mu chúa mu chê là mu hay có cái trái có cho đi cho lù hay trái cái giờ hay tại cái cái chỉ thì mà nó giờ nhớ cho ít họ cái trâu này nhở nếu mà trâu có cho cái啥lọ trâu có nếu mà trâu lọ dễ nữa có là do thì lọ trâu có kia là do lọ trâu nữa có lý trí nên do and I know the question này anh nung giờ thì là tu sa rồi cũ này là tu sa phê rồi cũ này bộ bộ hoa nó chỉ có rồi cũ nếu chỉ mua nếu chỉ mua một đi trả thiệtแต่是要还得个啥配件做老了贴那就nếu mua要得令到我哋係偏chủ個偏我都個啥電腦得多那咯這個啥嘅咩咩咯可能你一個 reaction 個有一個個啲啲事啲得都傾都能一日你俾能我能啦因為我都識晒領導也俾有啥一隻嘅詞咯領導民主呀แล้ว一隻嘅我就你好下領導呢一個 question 中呢容差但係我就你好下領導咗股呢人都有幾了股都只晒啦起咯呢即係每一個嘅大家啲嘅嚟啊提嘅即係用嘅即係你全每一個嘅吧嚟到個來處置到個嚟呢即係嘛呢一個每一個嘅晒呢一個摸猜到的可能應該一個做幾條一個晒嘅個提晒嘅嘅哦你下領導一起照顧股有一段hình đó股一段hình trong股知道我啦去因為啲股知道都有幾了你知道到了有幾了只有幾女孩都股陪呢找母師母等母師股只有股知道那這個下領呢也這件吧應來知道個但是對手女孩來要叫爹打老師 là bé của chị bao còn nói ít họ của sai theo ba tiếng này sai trong đó là tụi khen là tiền lên bốn một cái khẩu rồi cho ya lử tiền cho lử cho tiền ta là do tiền tiền nó do có mua lỡ có mua lỡ để cho cái chỉ trong nữa mà nó do của yêu trả theo là một tàu trâu lử tiền một trâu cho tiền tận đây nó ấy có cú chỉ sau một cái bà trong nửa của tụi khen thì là do thì cú mi tu mi nhỏ cú sinh lên sinh dữ cú nè cú chỉ cú ba cú giờ là cú tụi chỉ trong cái trâu giá tận đây nó giờ cho sinh lên sinh dữ tận họ vì hai tiền thì chỉ ta thì giờ có mua ấy giờ cho có gì nhỏ cho có tiền giờ có lên có tiền có tu nhà có ô lỡ thì xí giờ hai tiền có ô lỡ ấy chỉ nè nó sai tao hai tiền nếu chú có đào chaแต่是要取的肉肉热冷热多了过去包娘的事了这个啥就是你家庭记者跟吧呀努那要好被他找那那要 master Shaman 把来记古着谈了那着跟吧莫给图给记说你家一直给那样门去你说你家庭họ给古巴的那到很差不多了那天的古着给我那个爷天给啥爷着能được cái của khi thế gì là của tàu cho tin nên giờ cho cái mua gì mua cái bà cho nên cái giá ta lo thiên đời lời chọn chú cho pli ni họ rồi trả mua li trả thì là tàu cho lo okay. So just talking a little bit to my Hmong community out there. Thank you again so much for watching and for being on with me live today. All my appreciation flows out to you guys. Today, we're talking about karma and what does that really mean? And what is that for us? And how can we eliminate and to have less karma, right? For some people, they are not thinking about karma at all. And they're just doing so many things that is just ramping up their karma. And I cannot but help to just feel the sadness for those lost souls that are still angry and carrying grudges and continue to spit out words of profanity or whatever it is. Maybe sometimes some of the profanity that is spit out there is not even a word, right? So, but it is the emotions that goes into that word. So you can say the best word and it helps, right? If you can say a good word, but maybe your emotions and intentions into that word isn't the best. So it's going to hit you, but it's just that it's not going to hit you as bad because the word isn't as bad. But if you say a really, really bad word with a really, really negative emotion, guess what? You're piling up your karma. And you are also in the same and exact time causing yourself trauma. Okay. So I hope you guys know that that's how important it is to the second or the millisecond of your thought process inside of your mind. And then to the moment that you are thinking about it and dwelling on it and taking the time to think on it even. And then utilizing whether you're typing it out, writing it to someone, spitting it out and just blabbering it to everywhere or out there, like yelling it, there is karma in that. And then there is also trauma to yourself inside of your brain as you're speaking it loud and clear to the universe that you're willing to take your consequences. So I'm laughing so hard right now because someone says, ooh, I'm sad. What do I do? That's ooh to poo, right? I'm sad. What do I do? So the thing is that your reaction causes your own consequences. Whether it's a consequence that hits you now, immediately, right? Immediately, or it's a consequence like you could just, bang your hand on the wall or, from whatever thought that you had in your head. Maybe you're not even conscious to that thought, right? So to be more conscious is going to help you. But if you're conscious to the thought and you know what you're doing, you know what you're saying, be ready to and prepared for immediate karmic reaction, okay? At the same time, you're also feeling this negative emotion, right? And this negative emotion is it's going to come in that one time. It's going to come again because there's something in your head karmically that is saying, hey, I don't understand still. I am not happy. I'm so, annoyed and I'm so irritated. I'm angry at whoever, whatever situation. And it's going to revisit whether you are okay for a while or not okay for a while. It's going to revisit you. And as it revisits you, you're going to continue to take the karma in as you continue to dwell in it. And the longer you do it and you don't release that karma, you don't release the trauma, you're going to continue to pile on your karmic consequences. Okay. The oo to poo. If you're sad and you don't know what to do, well, I'm telling you that you better get some healing ASAP. And this is not just any healing. This is big healing for you. Okay. Lots of healing going on. If you're feeling sad about it or mad about it or whatever, that's on you, right? That emotion goes right back on you. If you think that you're spitting out an emotion to someone and you think that they're going to get this karma or a karma to them from yourself because you're now transmitting, right? You're transmitting this negative energy to someone else. If you feel that that's going to get you somewhere, you better think again because that's your own. You carry your own. Okay. So each person that, if you get angry and, spit something out to someone, but your intention is, I'm just mad right now. And this, I'm just venting. Then that's a little bit different from saying, here you go. This is what you're going to get because I decided that you're going to get this, not the universe itself, right? It's, I decided that you should get this. I decide that you can be this or that, or you're this and that and whatever, right? If you're doing this, then watch and learn, right? Watch and learn. That's all I can say. Karma is really not the best thing in life, but we all have to deal with a karmic action or reaction or a karmic cycle that some of us get to go into. Some of us may be out of that karmic cycle and actually rebuilding ourselves or building ourselves from other past lives that we had known. And we're actually moving on above karmic reaction or moving above and beyond having karma. The only reason why karma continues is you choose for it to continue. You choose to have that emotion of negativity and whatever, and negativity is such a broad word. If you are in the negative on anything and your intention is very purely negative, dark, and evil, then just watch and learn. Okay. So I can say, I can't express that any harder or any more, or how much I can express this, right? Coming from a shaman talking to you guys. Okay. And from what I've dealt with certain people, certain clients that I've had, karmically in past lives, certain ones, some of them has had a sequence of past lives of negative karmic reactions or negative karmic cycle. And the cycle then runs. And in this lifetime, you are prone to have karmic lessons. Okay. Don't get me wrong. No one is perfect and no one is not going to swear or say, words of anger at any certain point in time, and that they're not going to do that at all. Even the most holiest, most spiritual person is going to say it. But the question is, what is your intention behind that? Are you saying it because you hurt something or you got angry at a certain issue, but then did you resolve that? If it goes unresolved for a long time, then you'll have to watch and learn, right? There's no way out. you're going to be watching and learning for the rest of your life. If you continue to pile that karma up, I just can't stress that more. So game ba, ye is a gay got teach you toe. Ya de come walk game ba, do jo tia ta lo, tia no ji, got the san tia tong bo li ja lo, go yin and cheese a game ba. Got sa de ya le leng le do or pay to go, the she ya de ni pink go ya de go yi shou also some nu chi ya ni chi go ya lo, okay. Ni chi go. The she ya go tamuli. Iya li ilu va vong yo mu trơ li ilu va vong we tamuli no na ya ki tamuli je sai to ha tie ya nyang de ko le ko ya tu mo I ho ke chi jong I ho ke khou I ho ke ba la ilu tu lu si ko chen to de ya ko chi de ho ke no tan de no de ro ko chen chi se ke nyo cha de shi ya ko ping de thế chỉ cho pin mua cho là nó sai to địa chỉ cho pin mua lần gì rồi có lúc na có ấy cái gì này ạ có pin sát tiền gì chị mà nó vậy có pin tiền gì lỡ nó chị có giờ thế chỉ thâu cho kiếm bà nó một trâu phá lửa địa là do giá địa toàn đây nó gì thế tiền nó là tí nhà lên tới giá địa toàn đây là tí nhà lên tới thế okay. So yes, you can be whoever you want to be. You can say whatever you want to say, but what is your intentions behind that? Okay. And if you are still angry and carrying a grudge against someone in this lifetime, some people may be from a different lifetime, but still carrying a grudge and they don't know what the heck they are angry about, but they are just angry, right? That means there's something else in a different lifetime that has been happening there in that lifetime that happened, and now it came over and transmitted into this lifetime with you, your blood, body, soul, all pieces of you, right? Maybe some of it has less pieces of them that has more karma, right? There's maybe less. Some may have more karmic energies that have followed them through, right? So I want to answer this one question right here because it's gonna it's gonna have another whole thing here. So Pa Huoving says, can your karma go to your family? Yes, it can. Okay, so I kind of just said before here, your karma, if there's a karma that you did, okay, you felt that someone did something wrong to you, or maybe they did actually, in fact, do something that was negative to you, and you got super angry. So then you carried that anger with you and you met some things in your lifetime. But can it go to your kids and your family members? Of course, because then you're stressed about it. Now you're going to get super mad at your family as well because they're not helping you, or it extends and it tends to cling or to clip on to other emotions that you have towards family member. So be very careful about this. I'm teaching you guys right now today on how to lessen your karma, how to have less karma in a lifetime. So if you can clear away at least most of your karma in the past lives and this life, then and stop piling your karma on in this lifetime to continue to carry more, then yes, you can evolve, right? You can evolve. Without this evolving part, and without you really putting your conscious mind to it and being aware of what you're doing every single day, this is going to continue your life path in the lower vibrations of a humankind. But if you want to evolve, then you clear it ASAP, or as much as you can throughout your lifetime. I'm not saying one time healing with me is going to clear out everything in your karmic cycle. It will clear out bit by bit. We don't know, small, big, or however much, right? However much percentage we can do it, but it will be done in increments. Sometimes I'll tell you the story. I had this one guy come to me. I'm not going to say his name and anything like that, but he was a male and came to me about 10 years ago, needing to clear karma and trauma in his life. He had trauma when he was a young child. He had trauma when he was a teenager. He also had trauma and karma energies, okay, karmic energies in his life from different past lives. And then he also caused really negative karma, and he traumatized himself while doing it as an adult. Very bad situation. He went to a temple, lived there for 2 years. And after going to the temple, he went into some other overseas, came back to the United States, and still wasn't, it was better, but it still wasn't happening for him. He was still experiencing, very negative, very dark emotions. Okay. Came to me for some help in one session for him. I'm not saying for everybody, because it's not guaranteed for everybody or guaranteed at all, period, that your karma is going to be released or that your trauma is going to be released and your karma cord cut or taken up and then cut out completely. But for this guy, his karma completely dissolved. Okay. How do I know this? So his karma completely dissolved. His trauma is like it went from like a -10 to a +9. And that's how great his results came for him. Why is that? Because he ended up doing a lot of things that would help him to release his karma. So it's always this act of kindness that helps to release your karma. It's always the act of don't react when someone is trying to poke you, provoke you, and get you super angry. Don't mind it. Why? Why do we keep saying keep yourself mindful so that you can evolve to the next human level, right? We always say, okay, get to God level. But you're trying to up your level and vibration in your humankind, our humankind, right? That's why we are becoming more conscious human beings. That's why we are being more drawn to spirituality and believing in ourselves and actually not doubting things that we can hear, see, and touch in our own mind's experience. So you take up on this talk today, on the karma talk, utilize the things that I'm talking about right now, because it's going to get you somewhere, if not better than where you started before I talked on this live today. So do not allow something to take this part of you that is innocent. I'll say innocent because you didn't do anything, but this person got super mad at you, or they thought that you did something to them. All right. So there was a miscommunication. And for example, if we really look into the roots, could it be it was their thoughts that got them to get angry? Or is it you that actually got them angry? Or vice versa? So you need to really poke into these roots before you can, start to say all these things. Now, if you say things and you're just reacting to someone's and just immediate reaction, well, you can go back and say, I really wasn't thinking that. I just got mad or I got angry and I'm sorry for it, and I'm really, really sorry for it. You got to be really there. If you're not there and you're like, well, they deserved it. I'm not sorry that I said that because he did or she did deserve it. So if you're saying this, then watch and learn, right? I can only say watch and learn. I'll say that there's no time that someone did not say something bad. So every human being will at any point in time of their life say negative words, so bad words, thought bad things, was super angry. They are reacting to something, right? But after that reaction and in that reaction, what is your intention? Is it super, super dark and evil? Or is it, I really wasn't thinking that. I was just angry at the time and letting it go. So this is how you can help yourself. At least it's a self-help training of the brain, but you'll have to train yourself greater and more consciously by meditating. Okay, I cannot stress that enough. Okay. The other thing is, what you'll want to also do is continue to take up being with positive people. If you are talking to negative people and they're gossiping about other people, well, is that really positive? No. You can gossip. Yeah, anybody can gossip. It's not going to be like a karmic thing to you. You can gossip because you're so annoyed by something and you're trying to talk to somebody about something. But the word gossip to me sounds like you're lying about something, or it's false information. And the rumor, that word rumor, right? The word rumor and the word gossip means there's a negative intention in there. There is false information in there. Don't do it, right? But if you have to vent to somebody, you have to talk about this person did this to me, then that's okay, right? Because you got to take it out of yourself, right? You got to release things, right? Like crying, like getting angry. That's okay. You can get angry, release it. And you can get sad, release it, right? But the intention, is it light or is it dark? Okay. So release. It's Spring Friday. All right. Reading up on my live chat. Warm blessings, guys. We have one card pull today for free. I'm going to do a card pull here. You're welcome, Shong Mary. Warm blessings. Koya would like a free card pull. And I'm going to do card pulls quickly here. But that's your karma talk today, okay? If you guys have any questions on karma, let me know. I know there's probably a ton of other things going being asked here, and I'm not scrolling through it. But this is the karma talk for today. Why is it so, like what? I guess what is the question on karma that is so important to understand karma? Because if you can understand karma, and if you can get your head wrapped around it, you would be such a much more better person in this world. Because my goal is to create better people in this world. That's one of my planetary purposes, is to help people so they can be created and recreated again more better and improve themselves. That's why I would be your spiritual life coach, right? I would be your spiritual life coach. Why? Because you need coaching if you don't know how to get there, to up your levels of vibration as a human being, to evolve to the next level of a human being that we hope that you can evolve into. If you're still down here and not up here or in the middle somewhere right now, and you're still spitting out really negative words, you're still really in the grudge, you're still not letting go, you're really not forgiving anybody for anything, or even yourself, then I suggest you get some healing ASAP. Okay? It's like SOS to you. Okay? Need help now. So I hope all of you can share this video with people that you know that needs it. If you can tell right away somebody has a ton of karma, if it's hitting them right and left, maybe it happens only in a certain phase in their lifetime or a certain period of time. Maybe it's happening in all periods of time until they start to really release that and really face that karma themselves. And then they are willing to admit to it and get help. Okay. You guys could be so much more better people on this earth, you know, despite the fact that of this, you know, this war that's happening. Guess how much karma is coming. And the different pandemic things or the pandemic things that have been said and done. You just won't believe. So the best way to do, if you don't want to be a part of that, if you don't want to be a part of that karma, ASAP, get yourself together, be more kinder, right? Practice your kindness, practice your mindfulness. Don't really necessarily need to react to someone's anger or their irritation or whatever they have that's negative. Nope, because it goes back, and I'm going to talk about this in a different video. Hopefully I can get to that. But what causes the person to also think negative, right? You go watch the negativity, the video on, you know, negative things. Hopefully I can link it down here somewhere too. All right. If you guys want to do donations today, please do so. I always appreciate all your donations that you've been giving me and supporting the channel and supporting everything that I'm talking about, supporting my content, helping me so that I can get content out there, so that I could take this time to do it for you. I want to do this for you because the purpose is to get you to evolve. And if you can evolve, if I can evolve, you can evolve. If you can evolve, then your family can evolve. Okay? Then everybody else can also. Just typing down some things. Juju Chi, to all of you, if it's first time with me, if this is your first time with me, sorry, I am doing a lot of things at once. Like on a daily basis, right? Okay, so if you want to do donations, I would welcome them. Just let me know that you have. Warm blessings to all of you that are on with me right now. I'm going to pull out that one card reading for Hoya, I believe. I believe it was Hoa. Okay. Hoa, I'm going to pull out my deck of cards here. If you guys are interested, I'm going to link it down below later on. The Starseed Oracle. Hoya, Starseed Oracle for you. Drawn to this for Hoya today. Pulling up a card here. Star family, you're part of a team of souls and call in support. So Hoya, you've got the card here. You guys won't be able to see this, but it's the Star family. You're part of a team of souls and call in support. So what you'll need to do right now, Hoa, is continue to call in some help. And this is help from your spirit guides. You have some if you don't know it already. It is also your intuition and positive vibes. And it goes back to that positive thinking. And Hoa, I know there's some days that you just don't want to get up and you're feeling the anxiety, but I want you to get up. And this is tomorrow, and not just tomorrow, but every day, right? But starting tomorrow, just get up and allow yourself to know that it's not you alone and you only. There's a ton of people out there just like you in that soul family that you have, and you'll meet some of those, right? And continue to ask for help. Don't be ashamed of who you are, what you're doing. Maybe perhaps there's some things that needs to have clarity in your life. And that's what I'm telling you right now, Hua, is you need to call in support. Okay. So that is your card, Hua. If that makes any sense to you, let me know and say Juju Chi. That makes sense. I'm going to pull out a next card here. Stacy Lee, you're next. This is for Stacy. Doing it from my Moonology deck. If you guys like these decks, go out there and purchase it for yourself. Do your own readings. I encourage that. It always helps. But sometimes you're going to need somebody else's energy. Okay. I got a video coming up about how and why you can bless another person, or why you can't, or why you can say, yes, I bless you, but it doesn't work. Okay. So watch for that for this coming week. It's how you can bless a person, or can anyone bless another person or yourself, right? So this is for, I pulled out a card for Stacy Lee. It says balance, spirituality, and practicality. So full moon in Pisces is the energy that you're getting at this moment in time, balancing your spirituality and practicality. So kind of knowing what the reality is, at the same time knowing and allowing yourself to give it time for your spirituality, meaning what is it that you can believe in yourself of, and how can you utilize that in reality. Okay, so that is for the card pull for Stacy Lee. All right, that is Stacy Lee, your card pull. Pay attention to your spirituality, how you're utilizing time there, or what you're doing there. And then your practicality, are you utilizing that spirituality in what you believe and what you preach? Are you utilizing that on a daily basis in reality, right? Okay. Warm blessings, Hoya. And Stacy Lee, if that makes sense to you, please say yes, this makes sense to me, or whatever you want to say, but let me know if that makes sense to you. And Pato Mongdu, thank you so much for the comment. You said we have to consistently work on ourselves and maintain ourselves all throughout our life. Yes, you do have to do that throughout life. Consistently would be ideal. There's going to be some days that you're down and some days that you're up, but in general, how are you carrying yourself throughout your life, right? Yeah, yes, Yang. Thanks for making it live. I'm pulling up a card for you, yeah. It's gonna be the Oracle, my Oracle cards, okay? Yeah, this is for you. All right, pulling up the card here. Sticky cards. Okay, so yeah, Yang, it's saying the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So yeah, you have a gift, okay? You have a gift. You're welcome, Stacy. Warm blessings. She says, yes, that makes sense. Thank you so much. So for Yang, the golden children, so there is an open door that's coming in for you or in front of you, but at a distance. But it's taking you some time to try to get there. And I want to tell you this. There's a part of you at a younger age that you need to revisit, okay, this time in your life at a younger age. Could also be karmically too, but more of a trauma for you, yeah. And this part of you needs to come back or be revisited, and the child energy or spirit of you needs to come back out. It's been so work, or responsibility and over. So you need to just let things go, be able to live and free yourself, yeah, so that you can actually find what it is that you are really passionate about. Okay. I want you to bring back that tenderness, bring back that innocence of the child spirit inside of yourself. Yeah. So that is the card that you have gotten today. Okay. This is the card here. I don't know if you can see. Okay. So that was for Li or Yang. Okay. Ganjomo says, is it recommended to cleanse our house or our space to get rid of negative thinking? Being forgiving is important. Yes. So sometimes people will blame things on certain things, blame it on the rain, right? So they'll blame things on certain people, homes, land, an item, that this item is giving me bad luck, or that home is bad luck. It has weird energy. And that can be true, but there is a percentage in the home, and there's also a percentage of the person and or persons. Who is it? It has to be tracked, right? On who it is that's bringing in this negative energy. Is it the home also that is the root cause of the energy? That's also the question. So if you're cleansing your home and you're doing sage, you're doing all kinds of other things, spraying your home, or spraying it down and having a shaman come over, clearing everything, and it's still kind of like not happening, then it's not the root of the cause. Maybe it could be the root cause happened and then it also latched on and happened with it, right? If it was in fact also a negative place or a negative vibe. But at the same time, we have to look at which part has more percentage of the cause, and or is it both 50-50? Then we have to remove or do the blessing and clear the home, do a blessing, right? Clearing and blessing is two things separately. And then we also need to heal and help whoever it is that is bringing in the negative energies. Or is it a couple people or one person that is thinking really negative all the time? Or maybe it's the place that they're working and they're bringing in that energy with them because now they're angry with wherever it is at work. So this is all has to do with energy latching on, and sometimes it's entity latching on. Okay, know the difference between energy and spirit. Two different things. Okay, but can be one. Warm blessings, Yang. Thank you so much for letting me know. She says, thank you so much. That sounds about right. I definitely need to set up a session with you again here soon. All right. So yes, that would be good. That would be good for you. Yeah. HL says, can I get a card pull, please? Can you tell me at midlife, why is my life in such a darkness? So HL, I'm going to do a card pull for you. Okay. And actually, yes, a card pull here. I'm going to do the regular deck of cards. We've got the playing cards here. Anciently, I mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. Anciently, this regular deck of cards is actually called the life cards. It was made to do readings for life, areas of life, things in life, situations that you can't get a grasp on and don't have clarity on and don't have direction. The life cards is supposed to help you get direction. That's what the regular deck of cards, and we know it as playing cards now, but they are actually called the life cards. Taught by spirit guides. Had no clue before I was being taught by spirit guides what these were. Didn't even want to put my hands on these because I thought that they were bad and they were evil and for gambling. Well, that was made to think that way because they wanted people to use the good life cards for negative and gambling things, right? Instead of good, instead of utilizing it to see the future, to see what your fortune would be, to see what the future would hold, to heal you, right? But instead, someone used it for gambling and then addiction of gambling, right? There's an entity in that. Just letting you know. All right, so this is for HL. HL, this is for you. So HL, I got a good card for you. All right. 4 of Hearts. HL, there's things that you're going through right now, and which is going to be mostly into your relationship area. It's causing other life-changing situations in your other areas, especially your career. Okay, your career area. And HL, what this card is also telling me is that even though all these things are happening, there's a part of your heart that wants to heal it. There's a part of your heart that's trying to forgive it, but it's very hard. Okay, it's very hard. So if you're in the intentions of forgiving at this moment in time, that is going to do you some good. You're raising your vibrations a little bit from a scale of 0 to 10. You're at about a 2 plus. So that's better than being at -10. Okay. Look on the bright side, right? HL. You have everything in your hands. You have a decision to make, and you need to make that decision wisely. And it's going to change your life if you can make a better decision on that, right? If you can decipher it and get clarity on it, you will make a better decision for yourself, and things will change. So right now, it's deciding on that decision. It's deciphering what it would be. Okay, that is for HL. HL, that's for you. That has a lot to do with your relationship, HL. So it's very important because your emotions are on the line, and so is others as well. I hope that makes sense to you, HL. Warm blessings. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to get off now. Let's pull a card for the weekend. I didn't see any. Okay. Okay, so if you guys are liking this Friday Freeing Friday karma talk and all these gold nuggets being thrown into this Freeing Friday live, if you guys are liking this and loving this, please go like and subscribe to my channel. Please share the video with the people that you know needs to hear this talk today about karma and about how they can release their karma themselves. At least try that first, and then get some healing and help for that later on if it's not working or if it's not strong enough, whatever the thing might be. But go out there and support the channel. If you haven't been subscribed yet, please do so, because it's going to help me so much more to add more content into my channel and to be just willingly giving you guys so much gold nuggets and throwing it out. The more you support, the more gold nuggets are going to be thrown out. Warm blessings to all of you. HL says, thanks, Juju Chi. It's been tough. I will fight hard. Yes, I know you have a fighting heart, HL. But again, clarity is the key, okay? And then getting some determination into your next steps, okay? But here's the card for the weekend, guys. Let's do this. Free yourselves. Take a deep breath. I feel like I have to sing for you guys before I leave, and I probably will have to do that. Okay, so all paths lead home. All paths lead home. So no matter what path you are taking and that you're going through some tough times, the world is going through some tough times right now, and they are sparking so much negativity in wherever they are. And some people are just not taking it. So they're utilizing this time to just be happy with themselves, be, motivated, self-motivated to do whatever they need to do right now, take in on their grit and grab hold of that and grab hold of the one thing that's going to get you going again and happy, because happiness and being content with yourself in your life is going to, guess what? Prolong your lifeline. Prolong your lifeline. That's all it takes. Okay? Using inner authority, your intuition, turn your gaze within. So that's what the card is saying. Turn your gaze within. So turn back within to your heart, into your mind's eye, and go reach for that peace and that peace of mind, right? That peace that you felt like it was missing, whatever it was, right? And there could be so many pieces missing, but at least you can try to grab back hold onto these pieces back into you, your heart, your soul, your spirit, and allow your energy to vibrate it by being more conscious, practicing good habits, utilizing more kind words and gestures, and even writing them down if you have to. See the actual positive words. It's not just about being positive, like all this positivity thing, right? Some people get really annoyed when somebody is really positive and they can't be. Because why? They long for that. They envy that. So then it gets them irritated because this person is being so positive. But really what needs to happen, obviously, to eliminate karma and stop piling it, is to tag along and be positive. I'm going to leave you guys with that for the weekend. Warm blessings. Remember, all paths lead home, no matter how much and how, có mù khi mù khổ, có mù rong lý trà, mù tróng mù trải, lo chờ lý trà, có yên mua, cho kế, thế lúc xưa, nhớ cho hồ có thủ kênh, hãy tiệp chờ lý trà là cú yêu chủ, cho lo, cú vào cú chế, cho lo trâu, cú thủ kênh. Home is your body, your heart, your vessel, yourself. Warm blessings, and we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.